Today we're back on Modern Warfare 2. Right now they got a double XP event going on. Unfortunately, it's only like double normal XP, which I don't really care about right now. Like sure, the double XP is nice, but we only have 25 days left in the season already, and I'm only at like 54%. That double battle pass XP would have been really nice this weekend. But anyways, as soon as I got back on this game, I went right back to my spot on Shoot House, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing today. I don't care how boring this is, I need to get this done, and I figure, hey, you know, like I've been doing it in my free time, but if I'm making content on it, then I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone. Making a video, I wouldn't say like gives me a reason to do the grind, but rather it motivates me a bit more to actually sit here and do it the entire time, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been trying to do this for like 3 hours so far this morning, and I've knocked out a couple of guns, but like every other match I end up just like getting bored of sitting here, and I've been like scrolling through YouTube shorts. They aren't like mind-numbing YouTube shorts at least though. I've been like binging a bunch of like dog and cat YouTube shorts. Those are the actually like only good productive YouTube shorts slash TikToks. There's just something about most YouTube shorts, like I'll sit there scrolling and it's just like I feel my brain turning into Play-Doh as I'm doing it. I just don't want to rest my attention span going from like, you know, being a normal human's attention span to being the attention span of a goldfish, so I never scroll YouTube shorts anymore. The only time I do it is when I'm watching like cat or dog videos, just because like I like, come on, it's cat and dog videos. I hate scrolling though, so I try to find compilation videos, and I found this one compilation where not only did it have like dog and cat videos, but it also had other animals in there like donkeys and cows. I didn't know that donkeys and cows got defensive over their owners, but apparently they do. I saw this cow. He saw his owner getting attacked by like, I don't know, I guess some sort of thief or whatever, and this cow just straight up charged into the intruder or the attacker or whatever. I also seen this donkey that was trying to protect this farmer that was trying to take care of this like little baby cow that I guess got injured, because as the owner was trying to take care of this baby cow, there was like another animal on the farm that I believe it was like another cow, but it kept trying to like mess with the owner or whatever, so the donkey like got in the way and kept like putting his butt in the cow's face and like backing him up. The worst part about this grind is that some matches you get into it and it's just like nobody's sitting at the spot. Like right now there's a few people over there, but like there's so many people that keep rushing me from the sides and killing me, and by the time that I get back to the spot, like the spawns have entirely flipped, so it's just this never-ending loop of trying to get back to the spot, but by the time that I do that, there's people rushing me, there's people killing me. I mean, so far we're doing decent. We got, what's that, the 4th long shot? Originally I was gonna call this video Modern Warfare 2 long shot simulator, but that would be a lie. Half the time you're not even getting long shots. This is literally just sitting simulator. It's hard to call it RNG because, you know, obviously I'm fighting real people, so there's not actually like any RNG elements in place, but it kind of feels like RNG. Some matches, everybody will be sitting on the other side, and I'll be getting like 5 guns done in one game, and the next game I'll literally get maybe 1 long shot, maybe none. I'm literally in the home stretch right now. I just need 10 more guns to get done. Like, I am right there. I just gotta stay committed. If I just play this for the rest of the day, I guarantee I can knock out the rest of the long shots, and then after that, I'm home free. It's just headshots, and that literally takes no brain power. I'll get on shipment, I'll have it done in 1 day, not even. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get the grind done before the end of Season 4. That's not really my goal. At this point, my goal is just to finish it before the next Call of Duty comes out, which I'm sure they're gonna be announcing that probably sometime next month. This season is gonna be ending, what, like somewhere early August. I guarantee once the next season starts, they're either gonna start teasing the next Call of Duty, or they're gonna do like a big reveal like they did for Black Ops Cold War and Vanguard inside of Warzone, and they're gonna have like the beginning of the season tie into that reveal. Hey, look at that, I got another weapon done. I don't exactly know what they're gonna be I mean, obviously nobody knows what they're gonna be doing, but I don't even know what they're gonna be planning to doing, because Warzone obviously is not as alive as it was back then. I mean, there's still a lot of people playing it, sure, the mode is still relatively alive, but like, not really. Even most of the content creators and streamers that used to play a bunch of Warzone have hopped off of it. I mean, heck, I've seen a bunch of streamers go from playing Fortnite back in the day to Warzone back to Fortnite. It's honestly kind of sad. That's the thing with Call of Duty, man. Like, Warzone is cool and all, but like the 6v6 multiplayer, that's where it's at. Like, this is Call of Duty. Warzone, that's not Call of Duty. You guys know me. I'm the guy that's always trying to be positive about everything. I'm the dude that's shilling for Call of Duty. I'm the guy that defends Call of Duty Vanguard, World War II, Infinite Warfare. But I'm sorry, I just can't defend Warzone. Like, there's some fun to be had with it from time to time, but all in all, like, there's something about Warzone that has always felt particularly, like, soulless. Like, Call of Duty, it's always had that soul, that heart in it, no matter what game or entry you're playing. There's just something about it at its core that makes it Call of Duty. But there's something about Warzone that's just always felt really disconnected, really I don't know, there's just something about it. It has no soul. I mean, look at, like, Fortnite. Like, OG Fortnite had so much heart and soul in it, and, you know, even modern Fortnite, I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, modern Fortnite has kind of lost some of that soul to a certain extent, but it still has a lot of heart in it. But all the heart that game really has is just previous elements from the OG game that are still in the game to this day, whether that be skins or certain modes or elements in it. But at the very least, the multiplayer still has that soul, at least in my opinion. Like, when I'm playing it, I still genuinely have fun. Wow, we were defeated 200 to 201 in domination. If you know how domination scores work, do that math. I can't wait for this grind to be over. This grind definitely wasn't as bad as literally any of the grinds from before. Like the easiest one, or the one that was like the least mind-numbing, mind-consuming, the least stressful, was probably DM Ultra. But this has honestly been, you know, even easier than that one was. Like if I had to choose a camo grind to redo again, it would be this one. That being said, yeah, I never want to do it again. The entire grind is fine. All the challenges, everything they have in place, it's fine. It's just the long shots. I'm saying it right now, if Call of Duty multiplayer ends up ever going the way of like Warzone, where it just becomes some like soulless, lifeless, just like bleh thing where you play it, and you just get that feeling like you want to turn it off immediately like I do with Warzone. And I'm just saying, I'll grab my phone, I will turn on the screen recorder, and I'll just become a Modern Combat 5 Blackout YouTuber. I don't even care. I'm not gonna lie, that game's actually a lot of fun. In fact, I played all of the Modern Combat games up until Modern Combat 5 because obviously, you know, I got an iPod Touch back when, you know, that was the thing. And I loved my little iPod Touch. And one of my favorite publishers on the App Store was always Gameloft because they were releasing like these full open world action adventure experiences on mobile. And I don't care what anybody says, those games were fantastic. Sadly, most of those have been lost to time. Most of them have been delisted, and you can't even find evidence that they ever existed just because barely anybody was making videos on them back in the day. But between their open world action adventure games, their movie licensed tie-in games like The Dark Knight Rises and the Amazing Spider-Man games that they published, which were absolutely amazing to their original IPs, and some of their first-person shooters like Nova, which was basically like the Halo type game for mobile, and then Modern Combat, which was like the Call of Duty type game. You know, when I say that it's a mobile game, most people will probably be like, it's a mobile shooter, it can't be that good, right? But if you go and look up videos of it, like those games were genuinely incredible. They had full-fledged campaigns, multiplayers. I remember pouring a lot of time into Modern Combat 2, and then when I saw that Modern Combat 4 was getting released, like I was looking at the graphics, I was like, how is that even going to run on my iPod? Somehow they made those games run. I mean, they looked absolutely stunning. Oh, and then they also made the Asphalt games, which were mind-blowing. I remember playing a lot of like Asphalt 7 and 6. Asphalt 8 was pretty cool when it launched, and then I didn't play a whole lot of Asphalt 9 just because I was a little bit older at that time, and I was just more focused on like console gaming. Like I still play a lot of mobile games to this day, just not as often because I mainly play console. I only play mobile game like maybe, I don't know, like a total of like 2 hours a week. That being said, yeah, if core Call of Duty, like if the core multiplayer experience ever goes down the drain in the same way that Warzone did, and it just becomes some like lifeless drab thing that I don't even want to turn on, yeah, dude, we'll just go play like Modern Combat or something. I don't even care. It was ported to the Switch. I'll just become a Modern Combat Nintendo Switch YouTuber. Either that or Call of Duty Mobile, because honestly, dude, if I had a way to play like Call of Duty Mobile on console, that might just be my main Call of Duty. I mean, it has all the greatest maps from Call of Duty history. It has zombies inside of it. It has a really good battle royale. In fact, it's the only battle royale in Call of Duty history that I have played consistently and enjoyed to this day. Blackout was the closest, but again, I only played that one like a handful of times. Literally, nobody is peeking mid this game. Somebody please let me shoot them. Mobile gaming was so much better back then. Most of the games were like paid to play, and at the very least, if they weren't that, they had like some sort of light or demo version that you could download to at least try the game. That's when you got games like the Injustice games. Oh my gosh, Injustice 1 especially on like iOS. That's the version that I played. That I still have my account to this day. It's 10 years old this year. I played through every single challenge event and like maxed out all of my characters on the iOS version of Injustice. And then when I got an Android tablet a little bit after that, I ended up maxing out a lot of characters over there, but I still primarily play the iOS version. And you have the classics like, you know, Cut the Rope and Angry Birds. And you know, when mobile gaming was actually good, Temple Run, Subway Surfers, Jetpack Joyride, Beat the Boss, Kick the Buddy, the Call of Duty ports like Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies, Call of Duty World of War Zombies, Call of Duty Strike Team, Call of Duty Heroes was actually pretty fun. Fun fact about me, I actually still have like a lot of my older devices, and I made sure to have devices from different generations that can run different generations of games. So I still have an iPad 3, like the original iPad 3 from however many years ago at this point. That plays the HD editions of certain games that I had purchased, and then right over here, I literally always keep it right next to me. I still have my iPod Touch 4th generation. This was one that I repurchased a couple of years ago because my original iPod 4 from back in the day, well, the battery went kaput, obviously. And then I also have my iPhone 6s because this one, while it's not able to run some of the older games that the iPod 4 is capable of running, it can still run some of the older games that even the most recent iOSs can't really run, and it's still just, you know, I don't really have any other more modern iOS devices just because they're so overpriced. That phone is still modern enough for me to be able to play the games that I would want to play. You know, all the mobile games that came out before mobile games went to crap. I mean, like, there's still some good, fun mobile games out there, don't get me wrong, and I still have a lot of fun playing some of them. Mainly it's like RPGs, though, like the Octopath Traveler mobile game, and then you have like the Final Fantasy mobile games, and basically any mobile game that's based off of like an RPG or an anime or like superheroes in some sort of like Marvel Snap or the Marvel Strike games. Those are like the main ones that I play, especially like Dragon Ball Legends. Like I play that one a ton. I've literally played Dragon Ball Literal Legends every single day for the last, it's probably been like, I don't even know how long at this point. It's definitely been over a year at the very least. I've been playing the game for multiple years at this point, but in terms of my daily streak, I've been on a daily streak for like over a year. And there's some other fun ones, like some of the puzzle games are actually still pretty good. I remember I was in like a little mini competition with my mom for a little while. She was playing like this cooking game. I forget what it was called. You just like fill out people's orders, try to do it within the time limit. I still play that one from time to time, but not as often as she does. She was crazy. She got to like level 1000 or something like that in that game within like 2 weeks. I've been getting back into Candy Crush and Candy Crush type games lately too, especially all like Bejeweled, which was like the original Candy Crush. I have that on my Xbox. I just like sitting here and playing that from time to time. I've been sitting here and checking back throughout this entire match and literally nobody's sitting. I don't have the, I'm done. All right, we finally got this weapon done. Where are we at? Okay, so we need 9 more weapons. So yeah, I can totally do this today if people actually start peeking mid. I mean, in that last match, I literally only got 3 long shots. I still need to do my Cronin Squall, so I only need 2 more battle rifles. After that, I can probably do the new weapons I came out with this last season with the ISO and the Razorback, and then after that, I do have to do the marksman rifles, but if I do the AR and the SMG, then that'll leave me with less marksman rifles to do, which, yes, please. I'm gonna go grind this out for the rest of the day, and if everything goes well, then tomorrow I'll either already have Polyatomic or we'll be unlocking it in that video. Anyway, as always, a massive shout out and thank you to all the patrons, thank you to all of you in the low baller tier, and an even bigger shout out and thank you to all of you in the big baller tier, Mellow Last King and Big Daddy Matty, and the biggest shout out and thank you to all of you in the G tier, Ryan Vengeance and Low Cheese Girl. Thank you guys so much. You guys are literal legends. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.